Hi, I'm Will Hawkins and I'm a tech SME for our AI applications at IBM. In a previous video, I showed how you can easily install and configure a VS Code extension to hit your on-premise or cloud hosted watsonx AI foundation models for the purpose of Code Assistant inside of VS Code. So now I'm going to show you just a little demo of how it can be utilized, some different hotkeys, how you can send questions to different models in your environment, so on and so forth. So over here, here I have some code. Over here, I've already connected to several watsonx hosted models. So I have Granite Code, I've got 2 Llama models, and then I have Mistral as well. So let's start with Watson Code. I'm just going to ask a general coding question that has nothing to do with the Python script I have here. How do I write a window function in SQL? All right, so it's generating a reply. So you're going to need to use a partition by, an order by. You'll also need a aggregation function. Perfect. Okay. So let's ask some questions specific to my code here. This is a Python script that goes out to a Yahoo Finance API, calls a bunch of stock data, or rather ETF data, goes out, does some visualizations. I actually do some predictive analytics as well. Here's some rolling average stuff, thus the window function question. But let's switch models real fast. All right, I'm going to go to let's use Llama 70B. All right, so I am going to highlight a code snippet here. This is the import section where I'm just calling in different Python dependencies. I'm going to hit Command L. It's automatically going to bring it over here. And I'm going to ask, what does this code do? So you can see the code imports necessary libraries to set up the environment for analysis. It goes through and tells me I'm importing pandas. It tells me that pandas is popular for data manipulation. It goes through literally all the dependencies and explains. So very cool. I'm impressed. I have a really large context window set up, so the max token count set up. That's why the answer was pretty long. Okay, great. Let's check out some other functions here. So I have a hotkey here. I can do @codebase. And so this is automatically going to search my entire repository, multiple files, and answer questions with that context. So I'm going to ask, what pandas data frames did I create? All right, so not only is it going to return a list of the data frames, this is actually really cool. It tells me what they are. So this first scrape from the Yahoo Finance repository, it's just DF, and it contains these ETF data, so VU, which is the S&P 500 fund, etc. And it actually goes through and defines the different data frames, tells me what they are, which I think is really cool. Okay, let's get into more like code prescription. All right, so I'm a junior developer. I see that this code here is creating this nice visualization, but I don't really like how the labels are set up. I want to change that, but I'm new. I don't really know how. Again, Command L. How do I change the axis labels? All right, so it goes and tells me I need to modify these parameters, set X label, which you can see here, and set Y label. And it's actually automatically changed them. And if I want to take the code change, I can literally just highlight this and press this button and it'll insert it at the cursor. Or you can obviously, if you like it, copy and paste it over. So here, those are just a few examples of how you can use this VS Code extension to leverage your watsonx.ai endpoint.